thinking about the concept of softness and just more in particular what feminine strength looks like. Women who are moving in softness and moving in that femininity, you kind of learn like the power of that. For example, how your ability to be soft, how it can calm an entire room, how it can bring healing to a situation, how it can create peace in situations just by being soft. We have that power of softness. But I wanted to speak about the other side of femininity, which is the feminine strength. It may not look like how you think it looks, it's not in being opinionated. When you have your mind together and you're mentally stable, you're not easily rocked by emotion, you're not acting based on emotion, you're able to feel something, process it, then think logically like what to do next. That's very important. I know many women place a lot of importance on feelings and how they feel, but feelings don't get the job done. Feelings can be a distraction. And for example, you got to get some type of important task done. It doesn't have to be a project, but some type of important task. And it's time sensitive. And if you don't complete it, it has the ability to really affect people's lives in a very serious way. Let's say that you were having a bad day. Will you put aside your emotion to get that task done because it's going to affect a lot of people? Or are you going to let your emotions rule? Therefore, you didn't complete a task and it affected a whole bunch of people in a negative type of way. So when it comes to feminine strength, it's very important that we have control over our emotions. Our mind is stable. We don't let our emotions just take us so much out of our tempo and we just spaz out. That's a danger, an unnecessary worry that the head of the household may have that you can easily eliminate, so this is how we have the ability to protect, and it's a passive way of protecting. If you read Proverbs 31, it speaks about the Proverbs wife and mother, where he is able to trust her. This is a strength that is in the unseen. It cannot be seen, like air. You feel it, but you can't see it. So this is a strength where you're behind closed doors, in a sense, just to kind of give an analogy, like you're behind closed doors. Let's say that you are having to watch some camera, like surveillance cameras, like you watching, like you have to guard, what's happening. Let's say you guard the security cameras of the home and you're looking at them and you have to report whatever it is that you see. No one sees you doing that sort of protecting. No one sees the strength that you have to have in order to be able to have the mental clarity to be able to know what is dangerous, what is a red flag that you may need to report. And so it's a quiet strength. It's not loud. And so just thinking of that in contrast with an opinion, like which one is more valuable, that quiet strength or vocalize an opinion. An opinion doesn't really affect any sort of change. It's not powerful in the sense that what is it doing? What is it doing in the grand scheme of things? What is that doing? Another part of feminine strength is being able to keep our ego in check. Constantly doing self-assessment. Constantly looking at, okay, was my ego acting up? And ego is connected to our history and all of these stories and ideas that we connect to that we think make us who we are. So, and how you view that. So, for example, you could be connected to the idea that you was the best swimmer in school. And so you connected that with something that that makes you who you are. So if someone says, well, I won this, I won that, I was the best swimmer, whatever, and you and you haven't done that, you may, get feel insecure or, and you may be like, well, I used to do this, I used to swim, and you might start going in on your story. And that's an example of okay, check the ego, because what are we trying to prove in that moment? you know, and that can look so many different ways. That can look so, like, pick your example, pick any scenario. Sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes the fight and the proving is not even worth it. Like, what's the point? It's not worth it. That's another form of like that quiet strength. It's not loud. It's not loud. And I think that takes a certain level of like maturity to get to that point as well, because you start to realize the vanity of it all, the vainness of trying to prove like, no, I'm the best this. No, I'm the best skater. I skated all the time. I used to skate backwards and everything. You start to realize like trying to prove all of that is like, what does it matter? What does it matter? And I just think about Torah and how we're not supposed to idolize, you know, any other gods. But it's kind of like you are making someone your God when you're trying to prove to them that you are something. Like, were you born from that thing? So why are you trying to prove to that thing that you are something? Shouldn't you be answering to your creator? What has created you? That's who you have to answer to. Like, whoever created you and whatever you was designed and created for and your purpose, that's who you should be answering to and trying to prove yourself to, not another human being. So when women think that they are fighting a good fight by maybe arguing with someone else or trying to prove a point or trying to get someone to see something from their perspective, or all of that is just vain. Because it's like, why are you trying to prove? Like, why are you doing that? So anyways, that's all I wanted to speak about in this video. Hopefully you gained some nuggets out of it. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.